Two things are certain in college: professors and bad professors. Do you know how to deal with a bad professor? Well, before your bad professor flunks you, let me see if I can help. Before I tell you how to deal with a bad professor, you first got to determine whether they are a bad professor or just a hard professor. If they don't teach, but only read from a PowerPoint, they might be a bad professor. If they copy and paste questions from online that had nothing to do with what you talked about in class, they might be a bad professor. If they genuinely care only for their research and not their students, yeah, they sound like a bad professor. If they refuse to help you in any way possible, they might be a bad professor. If he's a Russian who learned English in a British accent, or you just can't understand him, yeah, he's a bad professor. If most of these are true for your prof, and you don't believe you can do well in that class, drop that class. You don't need them. If none of these apply to your professor and you still think they suck, the problem might lie with you. Harsh! My millennial feelings are hurt. Well, it's actually a good thing. That means there's hope. It means you can still go to his office hours. It means you can just study differently for the, come on, let's be honest, extremely difficult, but not bad professor. Excuse me, but what if they really do suck and I can't drop? Well, in that case, you have to rely on things other than your professor to do well. 1, you can study group it with friends. 2, you can go to a better professor's lecture. 3, you can go to a better professor's office hours. 4, see if you can find help online, like in Khan Academy. 5, try to get your hands on some old tests. 6, ask a friend who already survived this class, how did you do it? You have to work around the problem. I'm sorry I can't help more. Bad professors are honestly the worst part of college. But as always, I'm O'Connell, my notes are in the description, and you take it easy.